overall, what were your thoughts on the spring game today?
Yeah, so it was exciting to see the guys, number one, come out here with the intensity they did. On the defense side of the ball, it's good to see we cleaned up some tackling. In the scrimmage, number two, we didn't tackle very well. There were a lot of missed tackles that led to explosive plays for the offense. So it was good to see the coaches and the players clean that up on the defense side of the ball. It's good to see the offense convert on some short yardage situations, running the ball, and especially down there in the in the goal line area. Getting in there in the end zone was a big part of what we've been focusing on inside the 5, and obviously trying to eliminate points on the board with touchdowns instead of field goals.
How'd you feel with the pressure you guys got on the quarterbacks today?
Yeah, it's given the fact that there's a lot of O-linemen out, it's been consistent. We feel like over the spring altogether we've gotten a fair amount of pressure on the quarterback. And obviously today we let some of the things play through with the referees. They're making the calls on what were sacks and what weren't sacks, but it's a big part of playing defense. If you can't pressure the quarterback, you can't cover all day. And you can't cover the wide receivers in the game today, so you've got to be able to disrupt the quarterback's time and get him off his mark.
Yeah, obviously, you're happy when the defense gets a pick, but that means your quarterback threw a pick, when you're in practice. So how do you look at the give and take in something like this?
No, I think given the scenarios, the interception in the red zone down there on a good drive, we've got to be better. We can't force that ball, and can't force that ball in there like that. We got to work through the progression if the first read isn't there. And, being down in the red zone, too, if we got to pull it down and run, then pull it down and run.
We didn't get to see a ton of special teams today, but Dallas's 50-yard field goal, what do you think of it?
We celebrated in the locker room at halftime, given the conditions out here as you're shivering right now.
Yeah.
And the wind is blowing. It was tough going this way. I think our mark, they said 20. Our special teams coach said 20, but I don't think it was 20. I think it was maybe more like the 10-yard line. Because it's not whether how far you can kick the ball in this wind, but that ball just takes off. And it was really impressive by Jonah to make that.
What would you like most about what your defense did this spring?
The consistency of the guys. We were able to implement some things that we wanted to get to and be able to add on to what we've done in the past. Obviously we didn't show all that stuff today, but the leadership, JL, the way JL and Ty and Scotty are leading with Zeke, it's different. We're excited about that. It's allowing us to take a big step on that side of the ball. I know we didn't get to see Scotty run around today, but he's had an unbelievable spring. Really good spring.
We saw Sam and Taylor kind of go back and forth with the twos. Is that going to be kind of a competition that heads into the fall for the backup spot?
Yeah, I think they did some good things today, but obviously they struggled at some certain times as well today. We're really excited about both those guys, and that will go into the fall to see how that plays out. Excited about those guys from the standpoint of how much they've grown. Sam being in the system for the first time, where he's at and what he's able to operate in is way ahead of what any other quarterback has in 14 practices. And Taylor's just made such a big improvement in his first year, as well.
How much does it help your receivers to go against that defensive backfield every day?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Those guys are throwing in the tight windows. Our defense plays tight coverage. You guys can see, like we spoke about the other day, the quarterback position. They've really had a great spring. Biggs has done a really good job. We were talking about JC the other day and the improvements he's made out there at that position. And really to line up in the line of scrimmage and play tight coverage, that makes it very difficult when the quarterback's usually
Excited to not play a lot of punt returns. So Ashton got a nice opportunity out there. What do you think of how he did?
Ashton?
Yeah.
Ashton did nice. He got a little bit late in the scrimmage, had a couple nice runs there. But he's done that throughout the course of spring ball. Whether he's running up inside and can run behind his pads, or he can get to the perimeter pretty quick. And his acceleration is pretty good as well. So we're excited about what he's done. But really, T-Crow as well. T-Crow's had a nice spring, and we know what George can do.
We saw Beresford at left tackle all day today. How much confidence does it give you to have a guy like with that kind of experience on the edge?
We're really excited about what he's done. Not only as a player, but who he is as a person. That guy comes here every single day. He works hard, and it's awesome to be around. So, OJ pops back in there with some of the other guys we got going on. We're pretty excited. We're missing 2 all-conference offensive linemen out there today and a few others for various reasons. But when we get back together and they're all healthy, when reconvene in the summertime, it's going to be a different looking offensive front as well as defensive front.
And Steph led the receivers today. What would you see out of him?
That was a nice grab in the end zone. That's actually the second time they hit that play. Coach D wasn't very fired up about that, but it's the second time they hit that play this week. So it's nice to see Hank come back from the previous drive down there where we didn't finish exactly the way we wanted to, and obviously to make that play on fourth down there was huge.
I know you have one more practice, but between now and the first, August 1st, or whenever your first fall camp is, what does this team need to do this summer to be ready for fall camp?
You know what? I think the biggest thing is being more consistent with the basic fundamentals. Whether it's the route running and the wide receivers getting on time and being able to adjust off coverages or leverage over the slot. All those little things, BJ. Now we got the time. We've learned what do we need to do better within the timing of the pass game. The guys have the opportunity this summer to go work on those things and get on the same page. Obviously within the front, continuing to work on our footwork in certain run schemes. The offensive line knows what they need to do now. And for the defensive line, it's the consistency as well. Those guys, the way they're taught here, the way we've always been taught here, they get the opportunity to come out in the summertime and coach themselves. And that's really what Monday's about, too, is getting them ready for that.